Okay, it's that time for absolute honesty, no scripts, completely unscripted, off the cuff for me to just sit here and talk to you guys. It's Carpool Confessions. I got about a 30-minute drive, and I just sit here and, wax poetically without some kind of script or anything about, something that's been going on during the week, dealing with real estate or living in Las Vegas and the myriad of things going on. This week I want to talk about home warranties because, just over the last few weeks and just something that happened this week, actually a couple of little things that happened this week, I just really wanted to get into home warranties a little bit, especially with the weather that's going on. So as you know, like a couple of months ago or so, I did this video and I was talking about, my disappointment with the home warranty company I'd been using, for very, very many years. And it was like, oh man, I had like 4 straight claims that had been denied. And then, after having this one client who had reached out, it's like, hey, help me find a new home warranty company, but anybody with them. And I'm like, okay. Then have my 4 straight denied, and then another agent from another state going like, have you been having issues with this particular company? So I switched my personal home warranty to another company and started putting all my clients in another home warranty company. Well, then I started getting some complaints about the new one. I don't like to get complaints because 1, it reflects badly on me, and 2, I just don't like getting complaints because then it's like, hey, wait a minute, what's up? What's going on here now? What's going on? And this whole thing, it's like sales. Everybody, is trying to sell you and, talk about how great they're going to be. Oh, I'm going to be so responsive and we're the very best. So what I thought was going to be good about this new home warranty company is, oh, you get to choose your very own maintenance people, so you can just choose whoever you want. Blah, blah, blah. I thought that was going to be great, right? Well, I've had to use them a couple of times myself, actually not really use them, kind of, sort of. Okay, and well, here are like the couple of complaints. Then I'm going to get into some other stuff. So I had a water heater go out, start to leak, They do that. Had a guy come out and they covered it. They covered it up to $1,000. But first of all, they tried to figure a way not to cover it, which was interesting, but I guess everyone's going to do that. It was interesting because I got to use my own person, which was a contractor that was recommended by my brokerage and all, because, they have these relationships. And this is where it gets interesting because I'm using my own guy. They're on the phone with them, on speakerphone with me and the guy, and they're trying to, ask leading questions of, what caused it? This is where it gets real interesting. I really couldn't understand the guy because he's like, well, it's broken because it's out of warranty. Like, that's not how it breaks. It's like, well, it's the customer's fault? No, it's broken because it's out of warranty. He was saying it just like that. It's out of warranty. How's that cause anything get broken? Anyway, so they cover it for up to $1,000. And also, another thing about moving to Vegas, remember I did that car video? It was like before I started doing Carpool Confessions, but it was still kind of the same thing. When I was talking about Bohica, oh, it's covered. Wow, great. So how much is it going to be? Okay, he calculates it up, and it's like, okay, to replace your water heater is going to be I think they got it down to $3,200. I'm like, what? $3,200? Y'all crazy. And he's like, that's the price because that's what everybody else in town's charging. We just match our prices to everybody else in town. That don't make sense to me. So let me get some more quotes. Guess what? Everybody else in town is charging about that amount. Let's see. I actually went and read the dadgum home warranty package. That's what they cover for water heaters, $1,000. And I had the platinum plan. Platinum. The highest level, $1,000, cost $3,200 to replace. I ended up even finding the number of a plumber I'd used in the past to replace the water heater. They go out a lot here for various reasons. And it was like, $1,800. He was actually the cheapest I was able to find for a licensed plumber because they will only give you $1,000 for a licensed plumber. The rest of them were like between $3,200 and $3,600. Oh, by the way, the last time he had replaced my water heater, it was $800. I'm like, what in the world? So I ended up just finding a guy who would replace the water heater for $300, non-licensed guy. Yep. making that confession right now. That's why so much work is done by non-licensed people around here. Anyway, it's like a racket. Anyway, I'm not going to go into the rackets that are going on. So I checked the warranty for the old warranty company. They cover water heaters up to $5,000. So I guess they're attuned to the racket. I don't know. So this is where it starts to get even more interesting. So a few weeks back, I think it's been about 3 weeks, client reaches out to me, and he's got like 3 houses, and he goes like, hey man, I got a complaint about this warranty company you put me into. Now he was in the old warranty company for for everything else, for the old stuff, and they've actually like covered stuff. This is like pre-problem starting and stuff, and maybe they would have covered them for this one. So this is where it gets interesting. The technician says the warranty company is not going to cover the air conditioner that went out. Remember, it's coming up on summertime, because get this, it's a manufacturer's defect, and they don't cover manufacturer's defect for a 5-year-old air conditioner. Now, air conditioner warranties are usually about 3 years, and they're claiming that it's a manufacturer's defect, and that's why it's stopped working after 5 years. 5 years. Manufacturer warranties are normally 2 years, stops working after 5 years, and they're claiming it's a manufacturer's defect. No proof, they're just claiming it. You can always claim something's a manufacturer's defect, but here's where it gets real interesting. The coverage was something like super low. Even if they covered it, it would only be like $2,000. So as I keep going through the entire warranty package, because remember, I put them into the same warranty, it's like, yeah, it's like $2,000. Oh my goodness, that doesn't cover anything on an air conditioner, anything. And I just keep going through the coverages, and they were just so dang low for being able to use your own person. Another person contacts me last week. Now this one gets real interesting. Their ductwork in their house, now they just closed. Just closed. This is where it gets real interesting. They said whoever told them they needed to replace their entire ductwork in the house. Don't know why, didn't say why. So he CC'd me on email he sent to the warranty company, the new warranty company. And I'm looking like, well, what's going on? Well, we need the ductwork replaced. I'm like, who told you that? Some company comes out. Again, before I even get deep into it with them, I start going through the warranty itself, because a lot of times, people ask us to go through the warranty as the realtor, the expert. I go through the warranty, and it's like, bruh, this isn't covered. It's like, yeah, they've already responded, it's not covered. I'm like, oh man, did I do this to him again, folks again? Got to go start looking for a new warranty. So I go to the old warranty that I put people in, and it goes, so it's like real interesting. It's like, well, wait a minute. It says ductwork is covered. Then under exclusions, it says ductwork is not covered if it has leaks in it, which would be the only reason you'd replace ductwork. But how is it covered and not covered at the same time? It didn't make sense. Now, I was talking to a realtor on Tuesday, and then it made sense. And it's like, oh yeah, what they probably do is they cover the ductwork, because that insurance company warranty company that I was putting people in, they covered if you have to put new air conditionings in or new appliances, whatever, they would put in the more modern stuff. So if the ductwork doesn't fit, let's say you're going from R22 to whatever the new stuff is, cause 132A, 134A, whatever, 410A. If you saw the video I did a few weeks ago, that was just stopped, and you got a new one out now, or 2 new ones. Let's say your AC went out and they had to put in the new AC, and the ductwork's not compatible, they would have to put in new ductwork. So the old warranty would have covered the new ductwork, but if you just needed ductwork, it wouldn't cover it. So she explained to me, oh, okay, that makes sense, because I've never had anyone need ductwork yet. So after all these years, over a decade of doing this, I've never had anyone need that. But this was the first time someone's actually said that to me, that, oh, the house needs new ductwork. I really want to get into this person, why does it need new ductwork? Because I need to know, so other people know, or at least, because it didn't come up with the home inspector. Because a home inspector, normally what they will look at are the splits. And if the splits are good, that means the AC is good. And if it's like good at the unit and you got the good splits, that means it's good and there's nothing to be concerned. So I'm trying to figure out how it got to a point where he gets someone into the house and goes, oh, you need new ductwork. And then I told him some stories that I've had where, you know, it's like, matter of fact, the AC or HVAC video I did a few weeks back, I've talked about how people just come up with stuff. You know, like I said, 15 years ago, I had somebody come out and they were like, oh, this stuff is gonna, oh, you need all new everything right now. That was 15 years ago. For all I know, that's what happened. I need to follow up with them to see if he had somebody come out and do that. And I gave him some examples of stuff like that happens. Matter of fact, another warranty thing that happened last week, this is why this is all coming up, had my pool guy, yep, real first world problems, call me up and he's like, hey, bud, those are exact words, he always calls me bud, got some issues, your pool pump's out. What? My pool pump's out? Yep, your pool pump's out. Yeah, so you need to get that fixed ASAP, you know, or you'll have a health issue kind of thing. Okay, let me contact my warranty company. I have a home warranty. Just contact new folks. They say, okay, you can use your own technician, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes they recommend folks, you know. They didn't recommend anyone, so I called them up. Well, I've got the approval from the home warranty company. And he's like, I don't deal with home warranty companies. They just take too long to pay. I'm like, okay, so I have to search for someone who will take a home warranty claim and blah, 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 go through it. So guy comes out, he was more talking than anything else. He had some real estate issues when he found out I was in real estate. He just talked and talked and talked and asked a billion questions. But here's where it was interesting. There was nothing wrong with the pool pump. It was a small short in the timer box. So it's like, well, you know, first of all, home warranty company isn't going to cover this. So I go inside, I check my warranty. Yeah, they don't cover anything in the timer box. So I would have just paid for a service call for nothing. But, you know, I'll fix it all for you. I'll give you a discount because you're in the military, and it'll be like $200. You know, I'll get this fixed real quick. When he said real quick, oh boy, I wasn't joking. It was about 3 minutes. I want a job where I can do something in 3 minutes and get paid $200. But my pool guy didn't realize it was a short, and he had his whole idea. He was like, oh, so what I'll do is, you know what? These high efficiency pool pumps, they're a waste of time anyway. I'll just rip it out, put a regular motor in, and yeah, that'll just be it. Save you a whole bunch of, what he said didn't even make sense, because I want to do an entire video on that, because that was a bohica. Because first of all, you know, a regular pool pump, this is like a whole new confession. You know, they use as much electricity as an air conditioner. The energy efficiency ones, my electricity bill went down like a couple of $100 a month every summer when I put that thing in. Yeah, people don't realize that if you have a regular pool pump, it is costing you during the summer a couple $100, and they have to run like 12 hours a day, and they use as much electricity as an air conditioner. Yeah, and on that, you have to have a different pool cleaner for a high efficiency one. And I got rid of my daggum old pool cleaner. I have the one that's designed for a high efficiency one, which means I got to get rid of that, get an old style or regular style pool cleaner and all this stuff. It's like, yeah, just get rid of all that crap, and yeah, pays a few $100 more a month. And yeah, it's just easier for me, you know, whatever. So another one that came up, got an agent who called me 2 days ago. Agent's been in business as long as I have, so like about 12, 13 years. And she goes, have you ever heard of such a thing? Now, this is another home warranty one. She's about to take a listing from someone. She goes, have you ever heard of such a thing? I'm not going to mention the home warranty company. The air conditioner in this place just went out, I'm about to list it, and the technician comes out and said the home warranty company says the owner is required to buy all of the parts. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm about to say it. The hell? Actually, I said something else that started with the F. And then on the other hand, I hear some laughing in the background. I'm like, you got me on speakerphone. Your husband's listening, isn't he? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, because I'd never heard of such a thing. These warranty companies getting crazy. But anyway, what I'm talking about is these companies, they come in And they come to the meetings, they go to the LVR, the Las Vegas Realtors, they're in all these things, and they're going like, oh, we're gonna take care of your clients, we're the best, you never have to worry about anything. So, I mean, these folks, they will show up at all of our meetings, they buy us lunch, and one person in particular actually pulled me aside one day. It's like, hey, Eric, you know, we've known each other for years, and the one thing is, you know what, you have never put anybody into a home warranty with us. And it's like, I wanted to just like be very honest with them. I didn't say it, but it's like, you know, I've heard, you know, kind of like people say things like one time, you know, as they're smiling, giving us lunch, you know, as they walk out, somebody just whispers to everyone, you know what, this person never returns a call. And this particular agent, a couple of days ago, they're like, I've been calling this person over and over and leaving messages, and they're not returning my calls. And this is, you know, the problem I have with a lot of these merchants right now. Now, the last warranty I was using and this one, they have been returning my calls. It's just that, you know, the current one, yeah, they have been covering stuff. It's just that it's a low amount, not enough to actually cover the exorbitant rates that people are now charging here in Vegas. And that's an issue. Because can you imagine being put into something like a warranty, having to have a water heater replaced, and it costing $3,200, you get $1,000. Oh, and the worst part, I consider this the worst part, that's a plumbing issue. There is a limit of $1,000 per year for plumbing issues. So if I had done that, that would have taken me out for the entire year for any plumbing issues that I had. So I just decided to call it King's X on it. Got the guy to do it for the $300, and I use the military discounts and everything that they have over at Lowe's and got it all done. That actually worked out really well for me. So that's pretty much my little confession for today as I try to get in here and figure out how I'm supposed to flow it and getting some gas at the Sam's Club. So anyway, if there's anything you want me to wax poetically on and actually talk without some script or anything and give you guys, I mean, like some really unvarnished talk, I mean, without some script or some chat GPT or anything else, because it's gotten shocking that everything has gone so chat GPT now that it's like almost nothing is real anymore. It's almost frightening. Just go ahead and let me know, and I'll talk about it on one of these if it tickles me, because there were a whole bunch of things to talk about this week, including solar, because solar was real big. I've always wanted to talk to you guys real, like, honest about solar. It was this, solar, some financing stuff I wanted to talk to you guys about. But, you know, this is my time to talk at you for a minute. And you know what, I am going to go into it. So the whole call, text, email stuff, this is my time to do this. Drop by Sam's Club, get some gas. You know, son is doing his thing. Maybe, you know, go get some yogurt, but, you know, it'll probably go dead. It's 102 degrees today. Yeah. Okay, see you guys at the next confession.